Welcome back to the Switch Sports Golf Challenge Series. It's day 21 now of trying to make 10 eagles through the standard 18 holes of Switch Sports Golf. On a random seed run, we're starting in this sports selection page, which gives me a random seed. The 9 eagles phase of this challenge took 21 days to complete. So if we were to make it today, that would tie the 9. So we'll see if we can pull it off. We have some nice conditions, meaning no wind on this first hole. Not the easiest pin on that left middle side, but we've hit this one a number of times. Let's see if we can pull it off again. We just need to make sure we get this one onto the green on the first bounce. Plenty of times I've missed this because I hit the fringe first. So you have to get the power right. You have to aim it a little out to the right, like so, and then make sure that bounce gets there. So we have to hit this with about 3.5 dots of power. That feels good. Let's try it out.
Nice shot.
Okay, there's the shot that should hopefully carry over the fringe. It will. It'll bounce up there a little to the left, and it'll fall nicely for an eagle on the first hole. Not the easiest one. It's pretty precise with the power. You have to adjust it out to the right just slightly, but it falls. Let's move on to hole 2. Where we'll now see that middle left pin for sure. And what kind of wind are we going to see along with it? It's going to be 9 miles an hour from right to left. This one's not necessarily easy, but I think I know roughly what we need to do. We need to aim it to about there. We're going to have to get lucky with this one. We'll take the 5. We'll put about that much power on it. And, hope for the best. This one's not easy, but let's try it out. Okay, the shot is on its way. It's looking like it's on a decent line. It may just have too much power, though. We'll have to see. It'll bite pretty hard. It'll just end up on the low side, though. I've been going for that 5-iron strategy a little more often than the spoon. I mean, the spoon is okay. It's just real tough. It like plinkos down, and it really depends on whether you hit the fringe or the fairway and where in the fairway you hit, or if it hits the green on the second bounce. I feel like it's just kind of random with the spoon to try to make that hole in one. The 5-iron is a little more precise. Just missed it there. And we see some favorable wind here. Very favorable wind on this third hole. This actually could be one that we can reach in 2 if we do it right. So we'll have to carry that tree kind of closely on the left side, but because the wind is helping, we can get over that left side of it no problem. And now we'll have a decent chance here if we can pull off this little fade to put this one on the green. So we have to aim this out to the left a good amount. Let's put about, well, actually it's going to take a couple of tries probably to adjust this right and get that proper fade. That actually looks pretty good. Let's try to hone that in. I like that. Let's make it happen. Hopefully that'll get just under the tree, clip the fairway, it will, and that'll launch up there very nicely. That was about as good as I could do, I think. I actually put it 17 feet past the hole, so we'll have a very straightforward putt for the eagle here. A rare one on hole 3. Not very often are you putting for eagle, but if you get the exact proper conditions, sometimes you can. Let's hit this carefully down there. Just a little over that first dot of power. It should move left and we'll sink eagle number 2 from the green. That's always nice. It makes hole 3 much easier. I mean, the chip is pretty straightforward when you get light winds, but if you can putt for eagle, especially from within a nice close range, it's very nice. Okay, we'll see some more doable conditions here. Hole 4 is going to have 4-mile-an-hour winds pushing, I mean, in the face slightly, also pushing to the right a bit. How do we want to adjust this? This one I'm going to kind of give my best guess and just hope that it works. Right around there should be good for the power, I think. Right around there. Don't want to overhit this, but the wind's going to blow it back very slightly. Let's try about that and see if we can get lucky. Okay, that was the shot that I wanted. It's going to be on the left side of the pin. The wind didn't blow that as far to the right as I thought it might. Once it goes on that left side of the pin, it's kind of doomed. I mean, it's a fine leave for the birdie, but with light wind, that's a more makeable shot. Hole 4 is not one of the easier ones, though. We don't We don't ace this one very often, so not necessarily counting on it. Let's tap that in. And we'll move on to hole 5 and see what kind of conditions we're looking at there. Okay, so eagle, birdie is how we'll start. And what kind of wind are we going to see? Zero. Zero wind at all. No wind at all, I should say. Let's hit this one nicely left of that tree. We're going to cut it kind of close to make this as close as possible on the second shot. You can't go right of it in this local play mode. You can in competitive play, but the tees are just slightly further up in this one-player mode, and the ball flies a little too far. You end up in the rough if you go right of the tree. So let's now hit this one down to that low part of the fairway. This is one that we've seen a couple times now. We should be able to use the 9 or the 7. I'm going to guess it's going to be the 7 to bounce this up there. It's bump and run time. Let's see, 9 iron's not going to cut it. 7 iron is what it's going to be. Let's aim it to about there or so. Right around there should be good. Let's hit it with pin high power. Right around there, and roll this one up there. That looks pretty good, and we'll sink it. A nice zero wind eagle on hole 5. That one feels pretty good. Whew, okay, 3 eagles on the scorecard. We're on a good pace. Let's try to pick up maybe one more on the front. I'm always saying that 4 is pretty key for the front. We're going to see some wind here. 2 miles an hour just makes this one slightly more difficult. Not bad, though. Let's aim it to about there. And I'll actually try a very similar play to the zero wind strategy. We're just going to hit that drive down there, very close to that big tree. We'll actually put it in a very similar looking spot. And let's try to hit just the same type of shot, but adjust it slightly for the wind. So how do we want to do this? We'll aim it to about there. And now the wind adjustment, I'm going to say, is just going to be a little bit more over. So right around there might be it. Now it's kind of a guess. I actually haven't done this before. But let's see if it works. I mean, the bounce is going to be slightly different. Everything's going to be slightly different, and this is such a precise play to start with that I'm not super confident in this one, but I feel like this gives us a decent chance. A better chance than usual. Hole 6 is just pretty hard. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, there's the ideal shot. That actually looks really good in terms of the tree. Is that going to move a little to the right? Oh, we'll sink it through some extremely light wind. I hadn't done that before, but we sink the hole 6 eagle. Wow, that one is huge. Let's move on to hole 7. We have 4 eagles on the scorecard. Let's see if we can see some additional nice conditions here. It doesn't look like it. Hole 7 is going to be difficult today. Okay, how do we want to approach this one? The answer is carefully. Let's hit this down there with the 3 iron. Right about there in terms of power should be hopefully okay. If that ends up in the rough, which it might, I think we can actually go for the spoon strategy. Now it's not going to be, oh, this is actually not good. This is not ideal. But that's just what we're going to have to deal with. What is this? Level 14 wind. Let's guess that it's going to be like there for the landing. And then level 14, we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We run out of squares on the green. We have to double that distance. So right around there is going to be it. Now, is this doable in terms of getting over that tree? I don't know. This is not easy. But we're just going to have to try it, right? Right around there for the power, maybe? I have a feeling this is going to blow just extremely far to the right, and it's going to be just a bad guess. Or it just clips a tree and ends up in the water. So I didn't leave myself the best of shots here. But I mean, we're going to have to play what's in front of us. We're going to have to play aggressively to make the eagle. I have to try to hold this out. That's why I'm going for this. Because I must try to make this eagle. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'm actually really curious here. Okay, it's on its way, and it's looking safe of the tree. That's actually a pretty good line. It's not going to make it, but that was a pretty good shot at it. I mean, I'll take that. I was just guessing. I ran out of, there's a couple people who don't necessarily like using squares on the green, kind of just going for the field shot. I'll go for field shots pretty often, but I like using everything at my disposal. So, like, if I find a strategy where counting the squares on the green works pretty well, I'm going to count the squares on the green because I want to make the shot. And by the squares on the green, I mean that grid. It always realigns with your shot, which is kind of nice, and it kind of helps you measure in this game. But sometimes I'll go for more of a field shot, sometimes I'll count the squares. There I was trying to go for kind of a combination of both. Okay, this one's interesting. Light wind on hole 8. Let's aim this one. This one is kind of just a field shot. Right around there should be okay. See, it's like not right on the square of the green, but I just want to be kind of on the left edge of that cup. So let's hit this with that much power and give this one a chance. Okay, that looks actually pretty promising if that takes a nice bounce. Oh, it just won't. It'll zip back up that hill, though. It's just not quite going to fall. That one flew just very slightly too far. It kicks more to the right if it lands just slightly shorter. But we just flew that one a little tiny bit too far. And it kicked left. Or even kind of straight, actually. But either way, it's not in the cup. Not an eagle. Not an ace, I should say. Let's tap this birdie putt up there. Pretty straightforward one from that angle. So we've got a pretty good round going. We've given every single hole a good run so far. I mean, we just missed 2. Just missed, I mean, not quite just missed, but we were within easy putting range on all of them, I should say. Let's see what hole 9 has in store. Oh, it's not looking good. 31 miles an hour, and that's not a good direction for it. Let's hit just 2 shots out there. I mean, we're going to have to get super lucky if we're going to make this or even really have a chance at getting down there. Oh, this is actually going to be a pretty difficult second shot. How do we want to play this one? I mean, I think the answer is that big hook around the tree, but that's just kind of scary. I don't like this. I don't like the way that I have to do this, but it's what I have to do. Let's try it out. I'm actually going to hit it full, just to wherever it goes. It doesn't launch, so we don't quite get as much distance as I was hoping to get. But I mean, we're kind of upwind here. We just have to club up quite a bit. I mean, the driver is actually probably what it's going to have to be. And we'll just have to bounce this up there and hope for the best. There's not a whole lot you can do about this one. Let's try that for adjustment. I'm not a huge fan of the way that this is looking, but we got to do it. We're going to have to bounce this up there, hope to put it close and, save the birdie. But this would be a pretty wild eagle if I were to make it. Let's try it. Okay, is that gonna make it? That actually looks really good if that takes a soft bounce. Oh, we'll hit the pin. Wow. I could not have hoped to put it closer than that. And we almost make it. We bounce back to about 5 feet or so. This is a scary little side hill putt. Let's use the micro putt avoidance technique that's been failing me a decent amount recently. But hopefully it doesn't here. Yeah, we'll just tap that in. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. We've seen some difficulty. We've handled it well. We have 4 eagles on the front. Let's move on to the back. We're going to have to see some nice conditions if we're going to have a chance. Oh, and we do here on hole 10. Okay. Hole 10, 0 wind. We're going to have to hit this with the proper power, the proper adjustment. But I've hit this one a bunch of times. It's actually been a little bit since we've seen 0 wind, if I recall correctly, on hole 10. So I'll have to really try my best to remember what the proper play is here. I mean, it's going to kick just a little to the right. Not a ton, just a little. Enough to adjust it. Let's hit it to about there. The power should be right around there with that 9-iron. Let's give this one a chance.
Nice shot.
Oh, is that going to do it? Oh no, I blow it. It's been a little bit since I've seen that one. I just kind of forgot exactly what I needed to do. I hit it too far. Oh man, that's tough. That's not good. I'm a little off my game after a few days off this challenge series. That one felt like in the past it would have been automatic, but it happens sometimes. You miss one that you really want to make. If we're going to get to 10, we're going to have to get lucky with these conditions. Are we going to see 0 wind? We are not, but it's not bad. 4 miles an hour, not bad at all. Let's aim this to there. That should be pretty good, I'd say. We'll hit it with a little bit of extra power and go for this ace. Okay, I think I like the way that that's looking at the start. That's actually a pretty good balance. If it zips hard, it will. We'll sink the ace. Now, I don't want to think about hole 10, because that would have been number 6 if we took advantage of the 0 wind hole 10. But we have 5. We have a chance. Let's see if we can take advantage of, you know, the easier, typically easier par 5s, like 12 and 14. Ooh, 0 wind. A lot of 0 winds here. If this isn't the day... If we're coming into this just a little rusty on this challenge series... I mean, I've been playing the ranked golf a decent amount. I was gone for the weekend. I've been playing ranked golf because it was the last day of that season. But I've just played one local round in the past couple of days, and kind of forgot the conditions just very slightly. Alright. Let's hit this with the proper power right around there. See if we can pick up a nice albatross here. That should be pretty good, I think, if that takes... Ooh, that kicks to the right. Maybe just slightly underpowered. You know, maybe that was, once again, the ranked, or I should say competitive play. Global and ranked are kind of the same distance in terms of the tee boxes, but just slightly off with my power on that one. We have an eagle, though. We have an eagle on the scorecard. That is eagle number 6. And we have 6 holes to play to try to pick up 4. 2 of them are typically more doable, not always. And if we get some nice wins, which we do here, 2 miles an hour, actually really, really good. This is really good. Alright, let's see if we can take advantage of this. We'll use the 5-iron. About that much power. Let's see. Alright, that felt good. It's on its way. It's looking pretty promising. It'll zip back, and we'll sink it. Okay. Eagle number 7 is now on the scorecard. We're going to have to make 15, 16, or 17 in addition to the par 5s, 14 and 18. Oh, that hole 10 is really, really haunting me right now. Okay, there's actually a new strat that I've kind of discovered. I don't actually have to go for that little gap, because when the wind is strong enough and in this direction, you can just send it into the tree, and it should work just fine. So that'll clip that big tree, but it should end up... Oh, did that clip both trees? Oh, I just over-adjusted it, and we'll end up in the rough. So this shot is now a lot more challenging. Oh, I blew it a little bit. Let's see if we can save it, though. Oh, this is going to be tough. What do we have to do here? Oh, I just ended up not in the fairway. Usually that takes a nicer bounce and just kind of plops into the fairway, but that dropped straight down and ended up staying in the rough. Huh. Oh, man. This round has been so promising. I just kind of blew it a little bit. Let's see if we can bounce over that bunker and try to save this one. There's the driver. It's on its way. It's looking just not good. Oh, just a little bit too much on the power. It flies a little too high. We don't jump the bunker. We still have a chance to chip this, though. Oh, man. This... If we got this seed, like, a week ago or so... I think I would have gotten this no problem. Oh, I'm just a little off. I have to really hit this carefully. 20 miles an hour pushing left. Is that good for the adjustment? Oh, it's just hard to say. The slope is going back to the right. I don't want to overdo it, but we really need to make this one. Playing aggressive. Let's try it. Oh, it's looking real good, and we'll sink it. We'll sink the chip. That one is huge. That one is absolutely massive. Oh, man. Okay. How many eagles is that? I've lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4 holes to play. We need 2 eagles. Whew. 22 miles an hour in the face. All right. Oh, man. Let's just give this one our best chance. The wind is in a proper direction, actually. This is not the worst. Even though it's really strong wind, it's not the worst type of condition. What exactly do we need to do to try to put this close and give it a chance? I actually may not want to spin this one up there. I may just try to bounce it. So let's try that. We'll still hit it with about like pin high power. We want to land it short and bounce it up there, but I feel like that gives me my best, or that gives me my best chance, I should say. Let's try it.
Nice shot.
Oh, hopefully that oh, get over the bunker. It does, and it'll just miss on the low side. Just a little underpowered. I mean, that was on a decent line if I just hit it a little bit further. It's just tough to tell with that wind what exactly it's going to do in terms of distance. Just not quite enough on it. It's a little uphill, actually, as well. A lot to think about there, but... just a near miss, a tap-in birdie. Let's move on to 16, which is now an absolutely key hole. If we can make hole 16, and we're not going to see nice-looking winds, I don't think. Ooh, actually not terrible. Oh, is this doable? 6 miles an hour. Slightly in the face. Is this doable? We're going to have to find out. I mean, there's just no other way. We have to go for this, right? Oh, if I put this OB, this would be an absolute heartbreaker. An absolute heartbreaker. But I feel like we have to try it. Oh, I curved it. I curved it unintentionally. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I am off my game. I am off my game. How does that curve? I haven't put curve on a drive in so long. We're going to have to go for it again. I can't... I mean, that's unbelievable.
Nice shot.
Could we have gotten it? Yeah, no problem. No problem at all if I just hit a straight shot. Oh, that's terrible. I apologize, everybody. I am not trying to drag this out. I want 10 eagles so bad. But, oh, man. Just not my day. Would we have sunk it? Yeah, no doubt. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, this game. It gave me the perfect conditions, as I've been saying throughout this round, on a day where I just didn't quite have it. Ugh. That would have been it. We still have a chance. 4 miles an hour. Okay, how do we have to do this? Right around there, I'm going to guess, with the driver.
Nice shot.
Okay, if that takes a little kick, yeah, that's just not it. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce nicely, but that pin on hole 17
Nice.
is so easy to launch if you do anything but the full driver. You just end up way off the back of the green because it gives you that little launch roll. So you have to just try to fly it in there. Zero wind, completely doable. There's a strategy that I now know where you can just do it with zero wind, but 4 miles an hour was a guess and not a good one. We'll have to tap that up there. We'll sink the birdie. That'll push this round to 24 under par. We can make the eagle. Let's see what kind of conditions we see on 18. We had 2 completely blown holes. Actually, this is tough wind. 11 miles an hour, I don't think you can make. I don't think you can make that that easier way. Now, this is not, like, terrible, but it's not the easiest. We have to go for that right island.
Nice.
I missed a gimme. It's not a gimme. It's not, like, easy, but I've been at this for long enough on hole 10 with that condition that I need to make that. Like, I'm trying to make 10 eagles. If you're going to make 10 eagles, you have to make that. Hole 16, unintentional curve, puts me OB. I make it from there in 2 shots. And now we have a very doable hole 18. It's not the easiest, but we'll just have to take a little bit of power off this driver, launch it up there, and we'll see if we could tap in what would be and what should be eagle number 10 or 11.
Nice shot.
Just a little bit of power off of it. That should take a little first bounce in that fairway, actually. Oh, and it won't launch up there. So we'll actually leave it kind of short. That one's... It's tough. It's tough from that right island. It's so unpredictable sometimes. But, I mean, this is a makeable putt. And today should have been the day. Today really, really should have been the day. And I feel terrible that it's not. We'll tap that down there. It'll move nicely, and we'll sink the eagle. Number 9.
Finish.
26 under. 9 eagles. Missed it on 10. Blew it on 16. Ugh. That's all I can say today. Thank you so much for watching this series. This game is a mental test all the time. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again. We're going to try to make 10. Today should have been the day. Today really should have been the day. And it just wasn't. It just didn't happen. 9 eagles are on the scorecard, not 10. We're going to have to keep trying. We'll see you tomorrow.